Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday. And I remembered because it's a public holiday in Brisbane today. There we go. Once you were on, say hi so I know that you're on. All right, I'm going to be using this stamp set today. Hi Glenda. So I've prepped a little bit, not a lot, and then I've got an idea in my head that I want to test out as well. But whilst we're waiting, I thought I would fill in whilst we're waiting for everybody to get on, because April has finished. So this is my tracking because I am trying to hit my goal of 100,000 CSV sold, which by the 30th of September. It's a big stretch goal for me, but if you don't talk about it, nobody knows about it. So, so in April, I had $968.92 of sales, which means that's 21 petals. So we can color in 21 petals because each petal is $45. So that's 1, 2. I think that's a different blue, but anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10. So how was everyone's weekend? We had a long weekend here in Brisbane, so it's amazing. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hi, Christina. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So for those just joining that may not have seen this, I fill this in at the end of each month because I am trying to fill this whole page before the 30th of September to reach a 100,000 CSV in sales with Stampin' Up, which is a massive goal. What was that, 18? Which I don't know that I'll be able to achieve, but if you don't talk about it, you don't know about it. So 18, 19, 20, 21, and it was 21 petals. So colour in those. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Barbara. So that is pretty good. I am hoping to get, so this will finish the 30th of September. I don't think I'll get there, but we'll try. You don't know unless you try. But we're nearly finished the third row, which is exciting. Hi, Sue. So that's just a little bit of fun that I've been doing at the end of each month. Hi, Megan. So we're all caught up now with April. So I'm hoping May we might be able to finish this row. That'd be fabulous because it is a new catalogue. The new catalogue goes live on Tuesday. So those of us that have been hanging out, Tuesday we can order from the catalogue, which will be amazing. Okay, so I'm using this stamp set tonight. Hi, Kerry. I'm sure I said hello to you before. Maybe I missed. And we've got a few, do I have card bases? I didn't prep any card bases, but I do have a bit of a stuck pile over here in my corner. That seems excessively big. So we had a lovely day today. We met our new house sitters. So we had a meet and greet. Buddy loved them. So that's a start. And things, so they've got 2 little girls. And they were so gentle with him and cute. So yeah, so this suite comes with this paper. So I have opened up the paper and I have fussy cut a lot of the drinks out of here. I just need another drink. So that you get the oranges and the sprigs and stuff like that. So I fussy cut a few of them out. And I like the back of this. This is that Secret Sea. So this has got a lot of the new in colours in it. This is I'm pretty sure this is online exclusive. This is Strawberry Slush. And then if you're not into the drinks, there's flowers. This is really pretty paper. It's just green on the back. So that's nice as well. These are just ink splotches, really. Different colours. And then that's cloud cover on the back of that. One of the new colours as well. And then that's where I cut the drinks from. And then it's got some fruit and vegetables, which is at Secret Sea, and some more flowers. And it's got Tim and Tiger on the back. So I've cut out some of the drinks. And then I will, because this paper is not my colours, really. So I'm working with it, but I have some ideas in my head to do something, and I haven't had a chance to play because we're very busy today. But once I make these cards, then I'm going to have to play and see whether it works out in my head or not. And you ladies can sit and watch and see whether it's going to be a disaster or if it'll work. Because sometimes it does not translate from your head to the design, and other times it does. And I'm silly enough to try it on camera without trying it beforehand. So then you can either all laugh at me or think I'm fabulous. So this one we're just going to, this is Lemon Lime Twist. I don't use this very often. But we're going to stamp on the top of that. Hi, Janice. My second oldest granddaughter got engaged on Saturday. Oh, that's lovely. On a holiday in Greece. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, this is from the new catalogue. It's not even online. Thanks, Megan. I thought it was online. New catalogue. So the sentiments on this are cheers to you, to us. It's your day. Let's celebrate. So I want, this is, I don't think Lemon Lime Twist stamps very well for a sentiment. It's a bit like yellow. Sometimes you can't see it very well. But I think I'm going to stamp in Timid Tiger because I'm going to have an orange drink on there. So put that over there. Look how nice and crisp this is. It's going to stain. So when we've got photopolymer stamps and we're using colours, they will most likely stain unless you're using really light colours. But how you can avoid them staining is if you use Versamark ink. It doesn't avoid, it reduces the stain. So then you stamp in that first, then stamp. And you do want to have a cushion underneath you, like a pierce mat or something. But this mat here that I've got, it's got cushioning in it, which is why I haven't been using the pierce mat as much, because it does have some cushioning in it. And where did I put my scrubber? So then if you clear that off, see how that hasn't stained quite as badly as it would normally with an orange. Orange, red and pink are the worst, really, for staining. So that's a way that you can avoid staining. To me, staining is a well-used stamp. It's just evidence that you've actually used the bloody thing, rather than spending all this money on stamps and having them sit and look pretty. Like, what fun is that? You need to use them and get them dirty. So yes, we marked a few things off our list today for our trip, which was very exciting. One being the house/dog sitters. The other being I've done the ESTA forms. Cheers. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stick this down flat because we're going to pop up the drinks. And I wrote my to-do list of what we need to purchase because we need to purchase new luggage. When do we leave? In November. But it is now May. And like some weeks I just like, where did that week go? So it was nice to have a bit of an extra day today. That's very awesome, Glenda. Super exciting. We might need to set a little mini dimensional for this bit up here. Flower or sprig that they've stuck in the drink up there. So where's my little weeding tool? I am liking this because I'm finding less and less dimensionals all over the place. Well, now I only find them like when I empty my bin, when I empty this into my bin and then I empty my bin, whereas before I used to find them like every week. Yes, I want that off. And then this one. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to stick some bling on it afterwards. So there's one card done already. And look, we are 8:14. I am on fire. So that's because I did some fussy cutting beforehand. Silly question, but does somebody watching know Noella Lobreton? No? Are they writing funny commentary. Janice. Because the last... Hi, Renee. Because not last week, I think the week before, I had somebody writing funny commentary on my where did I put my card bases? On my live. I used to have, when I first started, I used to have Adrian moderate, and he would sit here and like read the comments and delete some comments and stuff. So, but I haven't had to do that for a while. Okay, so then this is Secret Sea. I think this is really beginning to be my most favouriteest colour. No, but my notification says that somebody she knows is watching. She's, oh. Well, at least you know who she is, Janice. Oh. Maybe she's just watching because she's found me through you. That would be lovely. Hi, Janice's sister. I have a lot of people that watch Janice that don't comment. So, yeah, I have all these people. And then I had one person comment, and I don't know why, but for ages I actually thought they were a demonstrator. And so I showed something. And then that night they're sending me a message going, I'd like to order that. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You go onto your demonstrator profile and you do this, this, this. She goes, I'm not a demonstrator. I want to order it from you. And I'm like, what? This was when I first started. And because I just did this because I like doing this, right? I didn't ever once think that I would actually get customers for this. I thought, like I do it to show what I do and to show my team and to show people. But I don't know, I never thought I'd be one of those demonstrators that would just get random customers. I would only have customers that I ever knew and stuff. But doing Facebook Lives, I've had some people watch me and find me that I have no idea who they are, and then they become customers and they're lovely people and they follow me, and it's amazing who you meet and stuff. Now I need this, but I don't know, I was very naive when I started this, I think. Secret Sea is my favoritist, I think. So now what else are we going to do? Maybe this time we might just do the little stamp that says it's your day. It's your day. It is only a tiny stamp. So we're going to stamp again in Versamark, just so that we don't stain the stamp. So Versamark is, oh, I got my finger in that. I'm going to use Versamark later because we're going to heat emboss, because I haven't done that for a long time. But it's a sticky clear ink. And so it doesn't damage your stamps or anything like that, but it does put like that protective layer over the top. So it's only a little tiny sentiment. I do like the little flick of that, the words. So we can just close that up for the time being and put this back. Oh, I was going to say I've got goobers everywhere, but no, I managed to keep it clean. So I do like this. It's very dark DSP, but so that's why I've left it on the white background, just so that it pops. You wouldn't be able to have this on Secret Sea, like you can hardly see it. You'd want to, if you're going to put it on Secret Sea, you'd want to have it layered like that and then have that. on there so that you've got the white in between, because it's just too dark to have it straight up on the thing. But we're going to have this on here. I don't know about the fruits and vegetables. I think that's a very American thing to have on paper. Like, I'm like, what am I going to do with that? And who would I give a card to with fruits and vegetables on it? But every catalogue, there's a stamp set with fruits and vegetables. So it must be popular. Oh. All right, see, that looks nice there. If that was a bigger sentiment, that'd be nice. But these are the drinks. So these were all, I fussy cut these out of the paper, but I wanted, oh, look at those bright colours. Let's pop them up. Bright, bright colours. So has everyone got their wish list for the catalogue that goes live on Tuesday? I was hoping that I might get a chance today to go through that and write my wish list. No, I have not. A lot of cocktails come with fruit on the rim. Yeah, on the rim, I just don't want a whole... like that. There's no cocktails inside there. But anyway. A farmer. If I knew a farmer, I might give them a card. With some fruit and stuff on it. I don't know, I see it in every catalogue and I'm like, who buys those stamp sets? But obviously people buy them because otherwise they wouldn't keep putting them in there. You'd probably have to fussy cut them and then put them on the glass. I fussy cut enough of the glasses. All right, so let's, I like these colours. And Secret Sea, it's such like a neutral colour that all these look amazing with it. Look at that. Let's bring this tool back in from my friend Megan. It's the best invention ever. So I had my catalogue launch on the weekend. That was fun. Got to catch up with the little ladies. Had some crafting, which was always nice. There we go, that's our second card. I like that. Okay, so there's two. Now, this one will not be quite as quick. Where did that go? Card base. I think I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Sorry. When you, Kerry, when you wrote good morning, I'm like, it's 8 o'clock at night. It's not morning, but I know what you meant now. It was a good morning for the catalogue launch. But I'm like, it's 8 o'clock at night, Kerry. It's not the morning. I got the notes and totes on Saturday. Oh, nice. I got, what did arrive on Saturday? Oh, I got the new DSP. I got this. And I got a whole heap of cardstock. But this DSP, I hadn't got this before. I didn't realise it was 6x6 when I ordered it. But how nice is this? I love this piece. So that was in my package on Saturday. And I did order a whole heap of cardstock to stock up on some cardstock, because the price of the cardstock is going up with the new catalogue. And I do like to, because I've got to make a few more of these albums that I was making here. And so I needed the cardstock for those, because I use 8, 9, 10 sheets without the dividers, or without the pockets, because each of these pages have a pocket that you then can stick something in. So I needed to make sure I got cardstock so I could finish those albums, because I can't quite get two albums out of one pack of cardstock. I did get more mushroom paper. The lovely Janice shared her mushroom paper with me, so I was able to finish that one. I haven't done the pockets for it yet, and I want to decorate that with some of the paper. So that was lovely. Oh, did you not see that, Janice? That's why I wanted the paper. I made these albums I did these a few years ago on a video, and I did it in I'm sure I did it in class as well, but this is with that Ocean Friends paper. And each of these pages have pockets so that you can put that in there. That's all right. And so then it's on the Melon Bamboo and then on the Calypso Coral, same paper. Using up a lot of my paper. And I thought I had enough of this, but I didn't. I got like 1.5 albums done. So it's on the green, and then that's what I requested some more mushroom paper for, so that I could finish the pink one, because I didn't quite have enough. But that's where I got to on that. Now, I was going to use the die cutting machine. They're really nice. Countryside Corner dies. Are these still in? I think these are still in. I think these are on last chance. I don't know. That's the one I want. So we want that. Is that going to fit there? That annoys you, doesn't it? Quite fit there. I wonder if that will fit on the mini. Whoops. Well, at least now you can see what your paper went on, Janice. Oh, just slightly too big. Let's just cut this bit. What are they called? Those mini albums. The original person, I'll share the link, because there's the original person that did it, and then there's a Stampin' Up person that copied her and called it the easiest album ever, ever or something. But she's not the original person that did it. Oh, the dies. Sorry. The dies are called Countryside Corners. unusing them. They may or may not be retired. I think they're in last chance. I don't think they're gone just yet. Now, what I did want was this. Vickie, did you make a spine and template for the lovely folder you just showed us? These are chipboard, and this is the spine of it, so that it covers it. Yeah, so it ends up being nice. Maybe I'll do that next last chance. Thanks, Megan. Oh, look at that, $39. Bargain. Well, if you want to see that album, I might do it next week, because I've got to make a few more. Would you like to see that as next week's Facebook Live on how to make one of those albums? Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, I like it. Right, bring this back in. How does embossing work with that? Is it just that? Nope, that's not enough. Oh, yeah. That's not enough. I'd love to. Okay. Is it this one? I can do that next week. I don't know what the sandwich is. And you know what? It's brilliant writing it on here until you use the bloody things and then the sandwich disappears. That's not enough. This might be it. Yep, this looks like it. Look at that. That's nice. I like that it's a little bit different. Okay, or a Saturday class. I think I might do it on a Facebook Live, because it really doesn't take very long to do it. I do love this drink. It's so pretty. Right, we're going to pop this up and we're going to have popped drinks. So we're going to, this card probably won't go through the mail because it'll be too popped up. Be a hand deliver one. Right, well, I don't usually plan my Facebook Live so far in advance, but now I'll just have to work out what paper I'm going to use. And I've got it all sorted. That's good. Right, bring this back in. Name the embossing folder, please. Okay, it's a pack of 2. Glass and Gardens embossing folder. You get this one, and then you get these little flower things in here too. So they're 2 skinny ones that fit through the mini. The number is it on here? 165597. I do like this one. I don't know about the flower one. I haven't used it yet, but this one would be worth it buying them. Nope, that's still got a backing on it. Okay, now I think I want those bits over there. And then drinks. There's no sentiment. Whoops. It's in the new catalogue. Yes, it's in the new catalogue. They're brand new. Brand new. Sorry. I didn't know that's what you were after. The only thing I was concerned about that was retired was these, the countryside dies. Let's do cheers. And we're going to get strawberry slush because it's one of my favourites as well. Now this one will really stain. The embossing folders come part of the suite. Oh, it's part of this. Look at that. So we're definitely going to have to get, we're going to do cheers. Versamark on this because it will stain even with the Versamark, but it will reduce the staining. Cheers. So is there the ribbon for this then too? Is that what this is? Gold striped ribbon. We could add that to it. I feel that's probably part of this suite too. So we might add some ribbon. Because you know. Okay, you could get your trimmer. I just feel like I'm cutting with scissors tonight. And we're just going to go like that. And we're just going to straighten that up a bit more. Cheers, big ears. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I don't know that we're going to pop all them up this time. We might... Where's my seal? Over here. Probably just pop that middle one up. What's the name of the suite? Cheers and Sips, I'm thinking. Maybe Celebratory Sips. That's the name of the... I really should look this stuff up before I start using it. I'm not a very good salesperson. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But anyway, the purple looks good on top. I should learn to be a better salesperson. Where did that go? Oh, it's stuck here. The whole reason because for those that don't know, I work at Westpac and I have done for nearly 20 years, and I'm qualified enough to be a financial planner, right? I like that there though. But I've always said I don't want to be a financial planner because I'm not a salesperson. Then everyone goes, but you do Stampin' Up. Yes, but it's different. And everyone's like, no. And I'm like, yes, it's different. In my head, it's different. So because I've popped this up, we're now going to pop this up twice. Page 70 of the new catalogue. Thank you very much, Megan. I can't show you the inside of the catalogue, though, but everyone I think on here has got the new catalogue. If you are after a new catalogue and you haven't got it and you haven't already got a demonstrator, I'm happy to pop one in the post for you. Just let me know. yeah, but to me, they're very different. But I'm also not a very good salesperson either here. I just like showing what I like doing. That comes there. Look at that. That's nice. Right. I don't know why I've got those over there because I didn't use them. This ribbon. Oh. Take that plastic off. So this ribbon is pretty. Gold striped ribbon. And it doesn't tie a bad bow. That's always the trick with ribbon. Now where's my ribbon scissors? Oops, that's a bit shorter than that there. Okay, glue dots. We can put that over there. Cheers. I feel we need ribbon on these other ones now because they're missing out. It does crinkle a little bit, this ribbon. Okay. So Chrissy and I put up the event for Save the Date for our retreat in October. If anyone's interested in that. If you can't see it, let me know and I can actually invite you on the event. Because I know Facebook is deleting a lot of events or not showing people events. I'm reading so many comments. And what else have I got? Catalog goes live on Tuesday. My online class closed yesterday, or maybe today. Yesterday, I think I put the order in yesterday anyway. So that will be on its way to people shortly. And then I've got my Sip and Stamp event on the 16th, which we're making these two cards. Look at this. So if you are local to Brisbane, Southside Brisbane, and would like to come, you do not need any experience. It is $15 to make two cards and have a great night. Cheers. There we go. Okay. Now with that ribbon on there, I don't know that I can do bling because there's not very many gold blings. Gold like that. I like the die. Oops. The die for this, Jean. Because this is what we're using for the thing. It's got Thankful Garden, it's the stamp and dies, and it's got masks. That's how you colour it in. Amazing. This whole bundle is $119. I know that because I checked it on the weekend. But otherwise, what die, Jean? Okay, let's look for some gold bling. those. Oh, okay, so that whole bundle is $119. Here's some gold. Let's have a look at this. Bloomin' Pearls. I'd go with Bloomin' Phrases that I used on the weekend. Now we can have Bloomin' Pearls. Okay. All these ones are nice and tiny. I do like tiny ones. Some of them lately have been a bit big. Like these big ones are big. Okay, and then, oh, that looks good with the Secret Sea, doesn't it? Gold and Secret Sea's a hit. Oh, I like that a lot. I think they're still in. Bloomin' Pearls. Well, they're still in until the new catalogue comes out. Anyway, so that's using this Cheers and Sips suite, the 3 cards. But like I said at the beginning, last chance. Oh, Bloomin' Pearls are last chance. Damn it. I like them because they've got the gold, and I really liked these as the pink. The pink is amazing in them. And I did like the Pretty Peacock. I haven't used them. These are the green I've not used at all. I'm going to have to use more of them. Anyway, so I said at the beginning of the video, the one you just used. Oh, this. I'm so confused, Jean. Ah. You want these dies. So I said at the beginning of the video I was going to show something in my head to see whether it worked or not, because these are not my colours. This paper is not great. Well, not in my head. They're not my colours. So I'm going to use this stamp set without using the paper. And I'm going to try a few things. If it works, it works. If not, no idea. Doesn't matter. What have I lost? Yes. All right. I can order those for you, Jean. They are $39, I think, from what Megan put up before. So we are going to stamp. We're going to stamp it. Oh, we're going to stamp in Secret Sea because it's here. And then we're going to stamp the big one as well. Oh, that only just fits on there. I do make sure everything tries to fit on a D block. 1, 2, 3. If you're going to do this, you want to make sure, like, make it worthwhile. Do it, do it, do it. Right. So, then close up that ink pad. Now, we are going to, oh, we need this back. Going to, oh, I've got ink on that. There's ice cubes in here. So we're going to stamp some ice cubes in Versamark. When you're stamping with Versamark on white, you won't see it. If you stamp on colour, you will see it and it will show up like a shade darker, I can show you after I've done this, but I need to move quickly because I want the embossing powder to stick to that ink that I just did. So I've got embossing powder everywhere. Okay, now before I heat that, we're going to stamp the other ones. Now I'm going to stamp 2 lots of ice because it's a tall glass. With that, bring that back in. All right, so the embossing powder has stuck to that. So we're going to just put this embossing powder back in here because we don't want to lose it. All right. And then put the lid on this, embossing, put the lid on this, and then cover that. Now you'll need a heat tool. Make sure you get a craft heat tool, not your husband's Bunnings heat tool, because your Bunnings heat tool will set things on fire. So this will be a bit noisy, but you want a heat tool. Okay, so all that embossing powder, all that heat tool is doing is melting the embossing powder. So until it gets like shiny. So you can see, I don't know how much you can in the video, but there's, when it's not shiny, you know it's not melted. So I was just going over a couple of those other ones that weren't shiny. Don't touch it straight away, because when you touch it straight away, it'll burn. You'll end up with a fingerprint in your embossing because it's like still melted and things. You give it a couple of seconds to dry and then you can touch it. So it will warp the paper a little bit, like with the heat on there. And be careful of your acrylic nails because they burn too. So these are more my colours. So what I thought I would do would open these up. I've got blending brushes, one for each colour type thing, and now I've got scratch up here. So, but see how the embossing's coming out there with the ice cubes? That's pretty cool. And these are all going to be cut out, so it doesn't matter if you go over them or whatever. I'm going to just do some more with the I think I've got powder everywhere all over my desk. So that's the pink. We could probably shut that up. Now we'll do the purple. So you could end up with whatever colour drinks you want on here. But these are more my colours rather than the colours that are in the paper. Which, they're lovely colours, they're not my colours. And so, and I always find that sometimes I have, when a suite comes out with these, with paper and things, and it gives you like predetermined colours that you should be using, sometimes I struggle to do things outside of those predetermined colours. But this time I'm like, no, I don't want those colours because they're also dark as well. I like bright colours. The brights are my go-to colours usually. These are all the last year's in colours. But you could make whatever colours that you want and then cut them out and happy days. So that did work out in my head how I thought it was going to. So the other thing I was going to show you before I finish was this. So when you are stamping Versamark on coloured cardstock, it will show up as like a lighter tone of this. So that's Versamark on that. Have I got a scrap? So Versamark was one of my first ink pads that I ever bought, because if you stamp it on coloured cardstock, you've pretty much got every colour there is. You don't see it on white, but this is lighter than stamping Strawberry Slush or Secret Sea on this. So if I stamp Secret Sea, I think you can just see that there. But then if I stamp Secret Sea on Secret Sea, see how that's darker? But this gives you a lighter image. So you can still see it, but it's not as dark. And the Strawberry Slush would do the same. So you get tone on tone type thing. But I love Versamark, and it was the first ink pad I ever bought when I started my Stampin' Up! Journey like 11 years ago as a demonstrator. But as a customer, I bought this so that my Versamark is like 15 years old. And now I've got goobers all over my block. But that is tonight's class with lots of little tips and tricks and everything in there. So thank you everyone for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.